This is my audience. So today I will be talking to you about lowering the drinking age from 18 to 21, and I believe that this will better off our country because it will make our young adults be more aware and be safer in a community. From the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, over 1,825 college students between the ages of 18 to 24 have died due to alcohol-related instances. And this is a very high number due to young adults not knowing how to drink properly. And I believe the legal drinking age should be 18 years old because it will prevent young adults from getting alcohol poisoning, it will teach them to drink responsibly, and it will lower the drinking accidents. First and foremost, let's talk about what alcohol poisoning is. Alcohol poisoning is when someone drinks large amounts of alcohol in a small amount of time. This is also known as binge drinking, and this occurs mostly in party atmospheres and also when friends gather and get together and want to have fun. The signs of alcohol poisoning are vomiting, low body temperature, and slow breathing. Sure enough, if you find someone who is passed out on the couch or on the floor or even on a bed, it can be due to alcohol poisoning because they didn't know their limits and they didn't know how to put the alcohol in their body safely. Along with that being said, it'll take away the thrill. A lot of young adults do drink underage because the thrill is going against the law and going against their parents' backs and wanting to have fun with their friends without anyone telling them what they can and can't do. From the website Procon, they stated normalizing alcohol consumption as something done responsibly in moderation will make drinking alcohol less of a taboo for young adults entering college and the workforce. So if the drinking age is lowered to 18, that drinking will be less of a taboo because it has already happened, it has already occurred, and they already know what their limits are. A second, and this could also be portrayed by going into college. So a lot of kids do drink alcohol for the first time when they do go to college, and that's when they see alcohol poisoning the most because it's when kids have not had alcohol before. And with that being said, drinking responsibly is also another main point of how we can stop it. And this is because if someone is able to vote, go to war, even buy cigarettes, they should be able to drink alcohol. Kids at 18 are able to go across the country to fight for the United States, but yet they cannot have a beer or a glass of wine at dinner. Over 60% of high school seniors already drink once a week, according to the University of Iowa Healthcare. This is probably the case because they want to be accepted with their friend group and they see everyone else around them drinking alcohol, so they want to fit in with their peers. And by learning how to drink responsibly, this will also prevent binge drinking at college parties, so they don't go into a party and drink as much as their peers can who have already experienced and adapted to how much alcohol they can actually drink. This will also have young adults be more mature when they drink alcohol. The United States has a very high age, which is 21, and other countries have anywhere from 16 to 18. And according to Nika Barasona, a junior in high school, he stated, "This summer I went to France for 3 weeks. The people I stayed with were an American family, but they have adapted to French culture, so basically everyone 16 and older had wine at dinner because this is the drinking age. I also noticed that French teenagers are more mature with alcohol. If we show our kids how to drink at a younger age, then by the time they go into college or pursue a career, they will be more mature when it comes to going out with friends and drinking, whether it's a lot or just a beer." Lastly, with drinking responsibly, this will start a conversation between parents and young adults. Young adults go behind their parents' back because they want to feel accepted with their friends, but they don't want their parents to be mad at them for going out and drinking. When this conversation is started, parents are more open-minded and they do trust their kids more, and their children will not have to go and lie to them. Lastly, there will be less accidents if the drinking age was lowered to 18. If young adults do drink at 18, then they won't be foolish enough to be drinking after a party. When you go to college or for the first time, you go to a party and you think that you're fine because you've you think that you can handle as much alcohol as everyone else can, and you tend to go and drive home. From procon.org, in the United States, 31% of road traffic deaths involve alcohol. The percentage is higher than countries with lower drinking ages, which are 16 to 18, which is France, which is 29%, Great Britain at 16%, Germany at 9%, China at 4%, and Israel at 3%. As you can see, the United States does have the highest percentage because their legal drinking age is 21. And by that time, most kids are already juniors or seniors in college, so they don't want to go out and party anymore. But when you're first going to college, you want to be just like everyone else. Lastly, the ER visits would decrease. From the effects of alcohol article, it states, lowering the drinking age would also reduce the number of alcohol-related accidents among underage drinkers. Many underage drinkers will not seek medical attention, no matter how severe injuries may be, because they fear the legal consequences of their actions. So at 18, if young adults are able to drink, they will not feel like they have to go out and drive home because it is already legal. They can just be safe and be in a community where they know it is accepted. In conclusion, drinking is a dangerous activity at any age, whether it's you're 16, 18, 21, or even 50 years old. Alcohol does impair your judgment, your vision, and your actions. So it is a very dangerous substance. Young adults would be safer if the drinking age was lowered to 18. They'd be more aware, which reduced the binge drinking at parties or hanging out with friends. As I said before, the accident rates would go down, and they would protect them at any harm because they would not be visiting hospitals as frequently. Drinking underage is going to happen regardless, and if we want to protect our young adults, we should be lowering it to 18. Thank you.